not doing that, sis. Like, that you is not about to catch me.
What's up, guys? Welcome back to my channel. Today's video is definitely a different one. It is another story time. This is story time. I put on Instagram, I made a poll and I asked you guys to vote between my sugar daddy experience or my side chick experience. And that one won close because a lot of people did choose my side chick story. So since I love you guys so much, I think what I'm gonna do is do two separate videos, but probably after this video I'll go ahead and film the other story time for you guys since I love you guys so much. So that's what I'm gonna do. All right, we're gonna go ahead and get right into this video. I want to do a disclaimer. I am not making this video for you guys to go and become a sugar baby or whatever, but I don't condone in this. I don't, I'm not with that. I've grown up a lot. I'm just a curious person, so that's why I tried this out. It's not something I'm proud of. It's not something I would recommend doing. To start, like, if this video is everywhere, I apologize. I'm just kind of like, years and 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 years ago. So I'm now 23, and I believe this happened when I was like 17, 18. No, I wasn't 17. I was like 18, 19. So yeah. There was this guy. He used to come in, and he was an older. He wasn't old, but I must say he was probably probably like 38 or whatever. But he was up there because I was like 18, 19 years old, and he was like 38, I want to say. But he was fine as hell. I always did like older guys, like I always did like in my job, like almost every day to see if I was working. And then if I was working, he would be like, yeah. One day he had asked me for my number and I had gave it to him. Like I said, he was cute. He was not like your typical sugar daddy, but he was an older guy, and y'all, he was really cute. He was dark skinned, he had pearly white teeth. Like, I thought he was cute, so I gave him my number or whatever. And then he drove a nice car. Like, I don't know, just everything. I was just like, he can keep me company or whatever. So, yeah, basically, I got his number and we started texting or whatever. And then slowly but surely, he kept asking me to go out. Sure enough, if I wanted to go out into public with him, like, I don't know, I never thought like I could just walk up in a place with this guy. Like, people would look at me like I'm crazy, like, and I was still young, like, so I never did go out with him. Like, I never went in public with him or whatever. And then he started talking about how he has a nice, like, I got a big old 6-bedroom house and it's just me, and he was like, he got this amount of money, and I was like, well, honestly, the money don't, like, I don't really care about all that. Like, you could keep all that. But then in the back of my mind, it's like, said he always just come to my job, and he popped up in my job again, and I was like, well, if you have such and such money, like, just give me like $40. And obviously, you a girl, you just want to test the little water, see if you could do it. Girl, why he gave me $40? Like, it was nothing but a little $40. But girl, I was 18, 19, and I was like, bitch, this man just gave me $40. Like, I was doing the damn thing, right, girl? So he gave me $40, and then later on that night, he was like, yeah, I really want to see you. And I was still not comfortable enough to go out in public with him yet. It's cool, I'm not gonna rush you. Whenever you're ready, we can do whatever. Mind you, in the beginning, I did ask him, I was like, well, you're like almost 40 and you don't have no wife, no kids, no nothing. And he was like, no, I don't have no wife. I don't have no kids. And I was like, well, are you dating anybody? He was like, no. Da, da, da. Me and my friends, we went out to dinner one day. And then why did I see this man at dinner? He was with a lady. And the lady had a ring on her finger. Girl, when I tell you, I'm like, this is some type of movie type, like this like a movie type thing. I'm like, I never would have imagined, like, and come to find out, they had like a lot of people with them. Come to find out, that was an engagement party for him and his fiance. And I was just like, what are the odds of me and my friends going out to dinner to the same restaurant that he's having an engagement party at with him and his girl? When I left, I didn't text him right away because I was still like, you know, you're 18, 19, so you probably like all a little feelings, a little crushy crush or whatever. Later on that night, he texted me. He was like, yeah, I saw you tonight. And then I never text him back, but then he texted me back again and was like, what's wrong? Like, why are you not texting me back? Obviously something's wrong. Like, I just saw you at dinner having a engagement party for you and your fiance. And he was like, well, yeah, that is my fiance. He did try and keep in touch, but I never did text him back or whatever. Like, after that, like, that was it. Like, I'm just like, whatever. So anyway, that was one story, but we're about to get into my real sugar daddy experience. So now getting to the real sugar daddy story. Are y'all ready for this tea? And then, mind you, me and my best friend at the time, we were really making like legit plans. First, it was all like just a thought. I want to know some kind of information. The first place I go to is YouTube to Google it and do my little research or whatever. And I do suggest that if you do want to become a sugar baby, I would suggest doing your research. So do your research, and if you feel like that's what you want to do, that's what you want to do. Do your research. That's all I gotta say is, honey, do your research. Research on YouTube, and everybody was talking about seeking arrangements. A free app, but the men, they have to pay. So I was kind of like, you know, I'd rather be on a website where the men have to pay because it makes me feel like, you know, it's more legit or whatever. 24 hours for them to recognize you. You have to be approved. You have to be approved in the website first. Like 24 hours to be approved. So I was finally approved the next day. And when I tell you the second I was approved, bruh, my DMs was popping. First day I had like 22 messages. And I'm like, oh my God, like, I'm low-key shook, and I'm low-key like, what is going on? Like, what? Guys that were messaging me, like, some of them were like in their 30s, some were in their 40s, and I even had guys in their 60s messaging me. Read all the messages, like, bro, if I tell y'all the messages, everybody was like, you know, like, everything was just like so cliche. It was like, you know, I want to be a sugar daddy because I could spoil you. I feel like, you know, I could do this for you. Your monthly income would be $3,000, and, you know, every week you'll get paid like $350. Some people, like, some men, they have like different price ranges or whatever, obviously. He was like in his 60s, I want to say, or he could have been in his 70s. I know he was really old. He was a really old white guy. Braid silver hair all around his head, and he was like a really sweet guy. And I was like, oh my God, this guy's so sweet. About each other, we exchanged pictures, not pictures like that, we just exchanged like face pictures to each other. And I was like, oh, he's such a cute little old man, right? Like, old guy, right? So eventually we just started getting more comfortable with each other, and like 2 days later he was like, is there anything I can do for you? Send you money right now if you really need it. I was like, well, yeah, sure, I'll take some money, like, I don't mind. Bring my account to you, even though you're 70 years old. hold up, you never know. So y'all, if y'all are out there, be really careful. That's something I'm gonna tell you guys like in a, like more towards the end. But yeah, be really careful and mindful. You gotta be smart. Like, you can't just be no dumb bitch going on no seeking arrangements, cause bitch, you would get got. Okay. I do have a PayPal account. I can wire you my information, and I literally just set the PayPal account up just for this. He asked me, he was like, well, how much do you need? Like, how much should I send you? And I was like, it really doesn't matter. He was like, just name out a price and I'll wire it to your account. And I was like, well, you know, you can send me like just $300, right? $100. No, he sent me $340. He sent me $340 wired to my PayPal account, and I was like, I know you are. Like, hold up, I just got $300, like, just for doing nothing, like, just for texting this guy. Like, I never had to meet him or anything. Like, he wanted me to meet him, but he was like, you know, I'm not gonna put you to a rush. Like, you, whenever you feel comfortable enough, you can come, and you can even bring a friend if you want. Like, this is real life right now. Like, and so yeah, I got $340 wired to my account from him and to my PayPal account. And like, I really did. I was like, oh my God, I didn't feel sick to my stomach, but I like felt bad because like, this is really an old man, and like, he literally just wired me money. But then in the back of my head, I had to remind myself, like, girl, it's not like you was out here begging. Like, he asked you, did you need some money? And he told you to name a price. So why is you, you know, getting all sad or whatever? So I could not keep doing this. Like, this is not for me. This was not made for me. Like, yeah, the money's easy, it's fast, you don't have to do anything. Like, he was really a good sugar daddy, but he wanted to meet me, and I was just like, I didn't feel comfortable enough. And then the reason why I didn't really feel comfortable was because he wanted to meet at his house, like, for the first time. He was like, yeah, I just had gotten into a bad accident, I can't walk anywhere, and meet you at your house for the first time. Like, nah, brother. Like, no. So I did cut off ties with him because I couldn't just meet him at his house, like, for the first time, and I don't even know you. Only thing I know is your name. Like, I couldn't do it. And so yeah, that was my sugar daddy experience. But also, something I wanted to tell you guys, if y'all are like looking into doing this sugar daddy thing, do you, sis? There is no rules in making them coins, sis. Like, if you want to do that, do that. Like, more power to you. I just can't do it. I just don't recommend doing it because, well, I mean, if you're that type of person that could just use somebody, then go ahead. But I'm not that type of person. I just couldn't do it. Another thing I wanted to tell you guys, be really careful, be really mindful, because there was a lot of guys in my DM that wanted to meet me, but they were like, yeah, I could wire you money right now, right here. I could wire you $1,000, $2,000, $3,000. And I was like, yeah, what's poppin'? So they go to send it to me, and you know what they asked me for? My banking account, my wiring account, all my banking information. I'm just like, girl, I am not doing that, sis. Like, that you is not about to catch me. You're not about to rob me, because just how I did my research, I did the bad research too. And them guys was taking these people money out of the account. Crazy, but yeah, does it work? Yes, it works. The time I was a side chick, I really feel like y'all will want to see that. So and don't forget to subscribe, girl. Give me my like, hit the thumbs button, turn the notification bell on. When all information will be listed down in my description box down below. So yeah, thank you guys so much. Have a good day.